On November 15, 1966, 46 people would die when a bridge collapsed. 13 months before that incident, two young couples saw something in the darkness outside an abandoned munitions plant that would make one of them crash their car and perish. This is the story of the creature that may have tried to warn them. Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Population 6,000. A quiet river town where Ohio meets West Virginia, where everyone knows everyone and nothing ever happens until 1966. The town sits beside the Ohio River, connected to Ohio by the Silver Bridge, a suspension bridge built in 1928, carrying thousands of cars daily. Just north of town lies the TNT area, 8,000 acres of abandoned World War II munitions factories, concrete igloos, rusted towers, miles of tunnels. By the mid-60s, it had become a lover's lane, a place teenagers went to drink beer and scare each other with ghost stories. But in November of 1966, the TNT area became ground zero for something that defied explanation, something that would put this small town on the map for all the wrong reasons. November 15th, 1966, 11:30 p.m. Roger and Linda Scarberry, Steve and Mary Millette. Two young married couples driving near the old North Power Plant. Roger slows the car. Something standing near the old generator building. It's shaped like a man, but it's enormous, over 7 feet tall, gray, and it has wings folded against its back. Then it turns toward them. Its eyes ignite, two massive red circles, glowing like bicycle reflectors caught in headlights. They're doing 100 miles per hour down Route 62. Mary Millette is screaming. Linda is praying, and the thing is following them, not running, flying, without flapping its wings, just gliding, keeping pace with their car, 10 feet above the road. Steve Millette would later tell the police,
"And it didn't even seem to be trying."
They reach the city limits. It peels off, vanishes into the darkness over the river. They go straight to the Mason County Courthouse. Deputy Millard Halstead takes their report. He'll later say,
"I've known these kids all their lives. They were genuinely terrified. Whatever they saw, they believed it."
That was just the beginning. Over the next 13 months, over 100 people report seeing the creature. Witnesses include a World War II veteran, a pilot, 2 firemen, and a building contractor. The descriptions are consistent: 7 feet tall, humanoid, gray or brown, massive wings, no visible head, just those red eyes set into its shoulders. The press dubs it Mothman. The TNT area becomes a pilgrim site. Reporters flood the town. UFO investigators arrive. The Air Force sends personnel, and the sightings don't stop. Biologist Dr. Robert L. Smith offers an explanation. Sandhill cranes, large migratory birds, standing 5 feet tall with 7-foot wingspans, red patches near their eyes. Case closed? Not quite. Sandhill cranes flap constantly to stay airborne. They can't keep pace with a car doing 100 miles per hour, and their eyes don't glow. They reflect light, and only when light is shined directly at them. The witnesses saw glowing red eyes in total darkness. Then things get stranger. Multiple witnesses report receiving threatening phone calls, voices that are mechanical, distorted, sometimes predicting minor events that come true days later. A woman named Connie Carpenter claims the creature appeared outside her window 3 nights in a row, staring at her. Another witness, Newell Partridge, says his German Shepherd chased something into the darkness and never returned. People start reporting dreams, premonitions, a feeling of impending disaster. And on December 15th, 1967, 5:04 p.m., rush hour, the Silver Bridge collapses into the icy Ohio River. 46 people die. The official cause, a single corroded eye-bar, a structural flaw that had existed since the bridge was built. Metal fatigue, a tragic accident. But after the collapse, the Mothman sightings stop completely. So what was the Mothman of Point Pleasant? Theory 1, misidentification. A bird, a barn owl, mass hysteria fueled by Cold War anxiety and small-town boredom. Psychologists point to the power of suggestion. One sighting creates a template, and suddenly everyone's seeing the same thing. But misidentification doesn't explain over 100 witnesses, or the consistency of the reports, or the collapse stopping the sightings. Theory 2, Government experiment. The TNT area was a military site. Rumors persist of chemical testing, radiation exposure, classified projects. Could Mothman have been a mutation, a test subject, a piece of experimental aircraft? The problem: no documentation, no whistleblowers, no physical evidence, and experimental aircraft don't chase teenagers. Theory 3. Interdimensional entity. Paranormal researcher John Keel spent months in Point Pleasant. His conclusion: Mothman wasn't an animal or a machine. It was something outside our understanding of reality, a being from another dimension, drawn to locations of impending tragedy. Keel documented dozens of similar creatures reported before disasters throughout history. Winged figures, seen before earthquakes, mine collapses, building fires. He believed Mothman was a harbinger, a warning system we don't know how to read. Theory 4. Collective trauma made manifest. Here's an original thought. What if Point Pleasant created Mothman? The town was built on trauma. The TNT area produced explosives that killed thousands in World War II. The Silver Bridge was aging, corroding, a disaster waiting to happen. And on some subconscious level, the town knew. What if mass anxiety, guilt, and dread can create a shared hallucination, a projection of collective fear given form? The sightings began when the bridge's failure was inevitable. They ended when the disaster finally occurred. When the fear became reality, the phantom had no purpose. But there's one problem with every rational explanation. In the weeks before the collapse, at least 7 witnesses reported the same thing: the creature standing on the Silver Bridge at night, watching, waiting, as if it knew. Today, Point Pleasant has embraced its dark past. There's a Mothman museum, a 12-foot metallic statue, an annual festival. But talk to the older residents, the ones who were there, and they'll tell you, this isn't folklore, this isn't fun. Something was in those woods in 1966, something that dozens of credible witnesses saw with their own eyes, and whether it was trying to warn them or simply watching as tragedy unfolded, we'll never know. The Mothman sightings have continued worldwide. Chicago, 2017. Dozens of reports near O'Hare Airport. West Virginia, 2020. Hikers in the TNT area. Maybe it's still out there. Maybe it appears wherever disaster looms. Or maybe Point Pleasant simply opened a door that can never fully close. If you live near abandoned industrial sites, near old bridges, near places where tragedy has soaked into the soil, pay attention to the darkness. And if you see 2 red eyes staring back, don't assume it's an animal. If you want more stories of creatures that defy explanation, if you want disasters that were predicted and ignored, subscribe, turn on notifications, because the darkness is full of things we don't understand yet. Drop a comment. Do you think Mothman was real? And what do you think it was?